Coming up on News Live at 6, the Empire State of Mind concert giving student artists the chance to share their music.
Plus, a Syracuse tradition returns. Find out how this light show is helping support small charity groups in the local community.
And live orchestral music is taking Central New York by storm. Our reporter Luke Welch will tell us about its attracting younger audiences. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Over the weekend, University Union collaborated with Lambda Sigma Epsilon for the 2023 Bandersnatch concert titled The Empire State of Mind. Welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Nicole Aponte.
And I'm Peyton Spellacy. The concert featured headliner Aaron May as well as 2 student artists looking to get their music and personas out on campus. Our reporter Maura Vaughn tells us about student performers' experiences.
The stage is set and the music is just beginning to start as tonight students prepare for University Union's Empire State of Mind concert brought to the Syracuse campus by University Union and the Lambda Sigma Epsilon Latino fraternity, providing students a great way to hang out, eat some great food, and get to know some new student artists here on campus. But this event means a little bit more to these student artists who want to get their name and music out there in the world.
I've always loved music. I've always found that to be one of my true passions in life and everything. I like doing it because I like playing music. I like seeing people have fun, all that. So I would say it lies more on the business side of music. I want to get involved in something label related or something. I like the simplicity of dance music, but it's always something that's been played for 50, 60 years in clubs, and nothing really has changed about it. It's stuff that makes you dance.
Student artists who begin by performing at University Union concerts such as Bandersnatch and Juice Jam could be your potential next big artist, with University Union stating that the Bandersnatch series was created to highlight up-and-coming artists. Previous Bandersnatch artists include Chance the Rapper, Russ, Aura Massa, and Walk the Moon. So keep the names Waffle Flaffa and Valentonio in your head, because they could be your next Juice Jam headliners. Reporting for Citrus TV, this is Maura Vaughn.
Maura, thanks so much. New at 6, University Union has announced a show with TikToker Jake Shane. The event will take place on December 1st at 8 p.m. in Goldstein Auditorium. Tickets for the show are now available and free for anyone with an SU or ESF ID. Students can visit their MyQS account where they can download their ticket until the show.
Oh, definitely got to go to that one,
We're
Nicole.
so excited. We're so excited. We're reading this before show. We're we cannot wait to see Jake Shane here on campus.
We'll be in the crowd for sure. And students say that the Barnes Center at the Arch is understaffed and overworked, especially in the counseling department. Our Anjana Dasam has talked to students about how they feel. Anjana, what are students saying?
Students are frustrated at the lack of availability to make counseling appointments at Barnes. Students say that it takes months after they request for an appointment through Barnes to meet with them for a therapist. SU sophomore Nathan Bailey explains his experience.
Counseling would be good for me because I was just going through a rough time. It was just stressful. And it was definitely just stressful because I called because I was I need to talk to someone. Life is very stressful right now. I feel like I could benefit from counseling. And having to wait 5 weeks was definitely hard.
Using your student patient portal, students can log on and make appointments related to what services they would want. While Barnes Center does offer other services to help students like pet therapy, meditation, and the 24-hour support hotline, it still does not offer the individual mental care that many students on campus need. Mental health is something almost every college student deals with, creating a high demand for counseling. As more students go to seek help, the Barnes staff is doing what they can to adhere to students, but students feel as though it has not been enough. Citrus TV has yet to receive a statement from the Barnes Center about this issue. Nicole and Peyton, back to you.
Jenna, thanks for your coverage on that tonight. Well, turning to our first look at our weather, it's definitely starting to feel like fall.
Yes.
Look, I'm not complaining though because there's no snow, but the 4:30 sunsetting is throwing me off.
Oh, don't even get me started. I feel like it's 5. I feel like I'm ready to tuck into bed.
I want to go to sleep.
It's dark
like 5:30 and I'm
outside.
it's time to go to sleep. No more school, no more citrus. It's just time to go to sleep.
I can deal with the darkness, but I'm curious if there's going to be snow. Here to tell us if there's going to be snow is our weather anchor, Lauren Holdmeyer.
Good evening, Peyton and Nicole. Well, it actually was pretty nice weather out here about 30 seconds ago until the rain started pouring down on me. So that isn't too much fun. I'm looking forward to getting back inside to the studio, but looking ahead at our current temperature right now, it's at about 42 degrees. Definitely might feel a little bit chillier with that rain starting to come down right now. Overcast skies and showers. Let's look at our current temperatures throughout the area. Just a little bit chillier down in Cortland and Binghamton, both at 37. Still up at 48 up in Rochester though, so we're a little bit sparse across the area. And then looking ahead to later tonight, we're gonna drop down to about 41 degrees, not hitting those 30s yet. The normal low temperature for this time of year is 33 degrees, so we are definitely well above that average. But that's all I have for right now. Peyton and Nicole, I'll send it back over to you.
Lauren, thank you. Good to hear that we won't be seeing those 30s just yet. Starting today, businesses in Armory Square are opening their doors for a holiday donation drive to benefit Syracuse City School District. The drive is accepting new winter apparel, including jackets, sweatshirts, hats, gloves, scarves, and more. Those who donate will receive a stamp card containing discounts to some Armory Square businesses that are valid until the end of January. Donations to the drive will be accepted through December 9th.
Moving to Ithaca now, that city school district is providing free breakfast and lunch meals to all students starting December 1st. This is a part of the community eligibility provision for the National School Lunch and Breakfast Program. The provision is federally funded. The free meals will continue throughout the school year.
And today, the Blue Ribbon Commission presented new recommendations for high school graduation requirements. The Graduation Measures Initiative proposes decreasing diploma options, accessibility to career and technical education, inclusion of civil education, and more. The recommendations are a max of ideas from students, parents, and educators. In the upcoming months, the Department of Education will develop changes and guidance to address the goals of the Regents exams relative to the initiative.
Well, if you've been scrolling through social media, you may have seen an advertisement for a new style of performances in your area. Ads for candlelight concerts are emerging on platforms like Instagram and Facebook with upwards of 1.5 million followers. Citrus TV's Luke Welch breaks down the first event of this caliber here in the Salt City and how these flames are blazing to be something big.
The Palace Theater on James Street is known for hosting an array of theatrical and musical performances, but one new performance gimmick is taking Central New York by storm, and the shtick has musicians and audience members alike sending the same praise.
What stands out in this one is the ambiance that gets created with all these candles.
It's going to be some cool music. I think the ambiance, is going to add a lot, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Hundreds of candles lined up the stage and aisles of the theater, creating a scene like no other. While orchestral music of centuries past may not be rising in popularity, organizers hope that the candles will attract more viewers to live music. They say the concerts aim to democratize access to classical music by allowing people all over the world to enjoy candlelit performances by local musicians. They also emphasize how the repertoire is growing to pop music of more recent decades to grow larger crowds. Now, concertgoers may be concerned about the potential fire hazard that this amount of candles may cause, but the candles themselves aren't real. The musicians hope that their trend will allow for more and more people to appreciate their art, especially in crowds as responsive as the ones in Syracuse.
There was a lot of great energy from both audiences. They were very reactive. The best thing when you're playing is when you end a piece and you hear noise from the audience, whether it's a collective breath or there's an exclamation, people will say wow, or there's something where you feel that they've connected, and I definitely think we had that with both audiences tonight.
The vibe is great, so it's wonderful to be able to bring this sort of music to all these different cities and different crowds than would necessarily attend an orchestra concert or something like that.
Now, tickets usually range from $30 to $50, and those interested in attending a candlelight concert can visit candlelightexperiences.com or candlelight.concerts on Instagram. Reporting on James Street in Syracuse, I'm Luke Welch, Citrus TV News.
Luke, thank you so much. Coming up after the break, Governor Kathy Hochul speaks out in light of pro-Palestinian rallies, what funds she's planning on using in her new initiatives.
Plus, Tim Scott drops out of the presidential race with reasons and recent polling numbers after the break.
You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6 with Peyton Spellacy, Nicole Aponte, and Lauren Holdmeyer. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Hey, welcome back to News Live at 6. If you're looking for an extra dose of holiday cheer this season, Onondaga Lake Park has you covered. Citrus TV reporter Tyler O'Donnell joins us live from the annual Lights on the Lake event tonight. And Tyler, I want to know, is it too soon to play our Christmas music playlist? Because I think we're getting pretty close to the time.
That we are. We're getting extremely close, and I definitely think we're getting time because behind me are some of the Onondaga residents playing their own Christmas music while they go through the Lights on the Lake event here at Onondaga Lake Park. Now, if you don't know what the Lights on the Lake event is, it's a rather tradition here at Syracuse. People drive through in their cars and see the wonderful Christmas lights you can kind of see behind me, and they get to meet Santa, Frosty, and a couple of the other gang from the old Christmas movies. And you'll also get to see a wonderful finale that's themed after the Wizard of Oz. Now, there's more to this event than just twinkly lights, though, as certain times and at certain days we'll be supporting various charities from around the area. We spoke to one charity group who says that this event is very helpful for them in keeping their idea going.
Well, it brings awareness about what we do, so not only is it a chance to get more people to donate, but it's a chance to reach more families. The smaller nonprofits have trouble getting money. We don't get the grants, and that the bigger ones do, so it definitely helps a lot.
Now, if that's got you interested in going to this, Now, if this has you interested in going to this event, there's a variety of things that you should know before coming. First off, that tickets are only available online as well as merchandise. There's no cash being offered, being given at this event. Also, it's going on throughout the entire holiday season from now until January 12th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. 10 p.m. If you want more information about this organization here, you can go to the website lightsontheLake.com. Peyton, Nicole, it's going back to you.
Tyler, thanks so much. Well, trash containers are coming to more Syracuse homes. This following a unanimous overturn of Mayor Ben Walsh's veto of legislation by the Common Council. The city-issued trash carts can be emptied with an automatic lift system, which the city says can cut down injuries for workers.
The new law applies to household trash with buildings of up to 4 units of housing. In previous years, mixed-use properties had to use private contractors for garbage pickup.
A national milk shortage is hitting dairy farmers and schools across New York and the country today. Senator Chuck Schumer is calling on the Department of Agriculture to ensure farmers have technical support and to get milk into school lunchrooms.
While there is not a shortage of actual milk, there is a shortage of the cardboard cartons. Milk is currently required to be served in school lunchrooms. It is unknown how long the shortage will last.
And Governor Kathy Hochul has spoken out against last week's pro-Palestinian rally in New York City. Hochul addressed the American Jewish Committee Board of Governors Sunday. She says she has added $75 million in public safety initiatives to protect Jewish places of worship.
Just in the last month, anti-Semitic incidences, complaints, reporting, it's up 217%. Now that's on top of prior increases. The fear that has been unleashed on an entire community is beyond reprehensible to me as the governor of this state.
Well, just as students prepare to go home for Thanksgiving, Amtrak is suspending their service between New York City and Albany. The company says the suspension is due to safety concerns.
Transit between the two cities was cut down after concerns were raised about the privately owned building above the Empire Line tracks. Passengers can travel on Metro North trains at Grand Central Station, where Amtrak tickets can be used. And the latest on the 2024 race for president, another candidate is ending his campaign. Our political reporter Luke Radel has a story.
Thanks, guys. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott had a big announcement to make last night on Fox News. He's ending his presidential campaign for a very simple reason.
I am suspending my campaign. I think the voters who are the most remarkable people on the planet have been really clear that they're telling me not now, Tim. I don't think they're saying, Trey, no, but I do think they're saying not now.
So let's answer the question that you're probably asking yourself at home. Who exactly is Tim Scott? Well, aside from being now a former presidential candidate, he is the lone black Republican in the Senate. Scott was first appointed in the Senate to 2012 by someone who'd later become a presidential rival, then Governor Nikki Haley. But unlike Haley, Tim Scott didn't ever have a breakout moment during a presidential debate, and it showed during some of his latest polling numbers. He devoted much of his time and energy to winning over evangelical voters in the Iowa caucus, frequently mentioning faith and God during his speeches, yet he was stuck in the single digits there for the longest of times, as well as in New Hampshire and in his home state of South Carolina at around 6%, which scared off many donors from his ultimately unsuccessful campaign. Tim Scott's exit narrows down the field just a little bit, but former President Donald Trump is still the favorite to be the Republican nominee in 2024. Reporting in studio tonight, Luke Radel, Citrus TV News.
And coming up after the break, we'll take a look at your weather for the rest of the week. Stick with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
And welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast for this week. Tomorrow we are seeing just a high of 42. We might see some flurries early in the day tomorrow morning, but after that, Wednesday and Thursday, that weather's going to be very ideal, mid to high 50s. We are going to see some sun throughout the day on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, those showers will move back in, bringing in a cold front just as you head out for Thanksgiving weekend. 42 degrees as the high on Saturday. Now, let's take a look at some of the normal conditions for November here in Syracuse. Average high is about 40 degrees, with that temperature range being anywhere from 33 to 48, and most days are actually cloudy, but as I was saying, we're not going to be seeing that weather on Wednesday and Thursday today, which is great time to put up those Christmas lights. I know the lights are being put up at Onondaga Lake as well as my house back at home, so definitely ideal temperatures for Wednesday and Thursday if you want to get those Christmas lights put up. It's going to be a great time of the week to do it here today. But Ian, I'm going to send it over to you for sports.
Lauren, not so cheery for Syracuse football, headed to Yankee Stadium on Friday to play Pitt. Any holiday cheer and any 5-game losing streak over? You'll find out on the other side of sports.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Syracuse punish Pitt again at Yankee Stadium. Welcome into sports. I'm Ian Nicholas. In the centennial anniversary of football on the diamond, Syracuse didn't win by a final score of 3-0 like it did in 1923, but in the 28-13 victory, Dino Babers turned back the clock. Despite Garrett Schrader's return, the Orange ran for over 380 yards. Downstate domination, that's cause for celebration.
But tonight, in New York, it's who's out? Who's out? Who's out? Who's out?
Well, they won in the house of Dan Villari. Long Island native ran for over 150 yards. He's a tight end, by the way, but he was named the ACC's running back of the week in front of over 75 friends and family. Syracuse gets it done and ends their 5-game losing streak. Over to the hardwood. Syracuse women's basketball was in action a night earlier. They were playing Central Connecticut. We'll see that in just a moment. Deasia Fair was doing her thing, made a 3 there. 22 of her game-high 28 points came in the first half. How about another fifth year? Elena Rice gets defeated initially on defense and then gets the swat. That was a big-time play from the former Auburn transfer. Syracuse up huge in the third quarter. Kennedy Perkins and one. Syracuse wins with over 100 points scored. Central Connecticut players stand, what's going on here? We're going to go over to the world of field hockey in just a moment and see what happened down in Durham over the weekend. It started also on Friday. Syracuse, an upset win against Liberty, extinguished those flames thanks to Charlotte DeVries' overtime goal, the 49th goal of her career. But unfortunately for the 4-time All-American, on Sunday, she wouldn't score any more goals, and now she won't score any more goals in her career because Syracuse loses in the second round of the NCAA tournament to Duke. The Blue Devils, one of the best defenses in the nation, hold Syracuse to just 1 goal in the 10th minute. In the NBA, we return to the court. Syracuse football wasn't the only show in town in New York City over the weekend. Both the Knicks and Nets were at home yesterday. In New York, they neutralized Charlotte by 22 in its 3rd straight win at MSG. Tom Thibodeau's crew is in Boston tonight looking to avenge their opening night loss to the Celtics. Across the bridge, Brooklyn back to 500 after washing out the Wizards. Mikal Bridges dropped a 27-13 double-double. From the 2 NBA teams in NYC to the 2 New York teams that play football. But we start in Dallas. George W. Bush in attendance for this Dallas Giants game, and so was former Syracuse quarterback Tommy DeVito. He got sacked 5 times, the rookie's first start. Dak Prescott, this wasn't his first start. 41-yard touchdown to Michael Gallup. Good to see him healthy again. Dallas wins 49-17. We go to Oakland later on. Sunday night football, Aiden O'Connell, rookie-to-rookie connection to Michael Mayer. Vegas wins at home 16-12. Cause for celebration, Devontae Adams. His team has won 2 games in a row. Nicole, Peyton, he's happy.
Ian, love that dancing vid.
Oh, me too.
Coming up, we'll have one last look at your weather.
Here's to the straggly ones, the lopsided ones, the first ones, the I miss my beard ones, But hey, I look good with this ones. But no way he's grown that in a week ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. That one. The itchy ones. The never forgotten ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The started late ones. The absolutely filthy ones. The drawn-on ones. The finger ones. The pin ones. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the yeah, why not ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take a look at your forecast for tomorrow. When you wake up, it's going to be about 41 degrees. 41 degrees is going to continue throughout the afternoon to 3 p.m. Very consistent temperatures. And then tomorrow evening, we are going to drop down into the 30s, finally at 37 degrees. We're probably going to see some morning showers tomorrow, and those will wear off as the day goes on, but we're still going to be seeing a very overcast afternoon. And now taking a look at my photo of the day, this is my dog Cleo, and my dad sent this photo to me over the weekend, and I just wanted to show it to you guys because I think she's adorable and I miss her so much.
You made my week, but it's funny that your dad sent you a picture of your dog because where are you from?
I'm from Kansas City.
All right, so this kind of goes into our next story. Taylor Swift has made headlines once again in her most recent show in Argentina. She kissed Travis Kelce on stage. Did you guys see the video? Because I did.
It's so good.
15 times. So.
Swift even changed her lyrics to Karma is that guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me.
Guys, are they endgame?
It's official now. I feel like I've always been kind of hesitant because, like, yeah, they support each other at the games and the concerts. But now, you know, I feel like it's official with the kissing video.
Do you feel, look, I'll step aside because you guys are more Swift fans than I am Kelce fans.
No, everyone on Monday News is a Swiftie, so you're inducted.
You two really feel like this is endgame.
I hope so. I love them together. Like,
I want the best for her.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like they're a power couple.
My mom thinks they're getting married, so if that says anything to you,
they have to.
As long as he starts playing better when she's not there, I love that.
That's all that counts. That's all we have for you today on Citrus TV News Live at 6 this Monday.
I'm Nicole Aponte.
And I'm Peyton Spellacy. Have a great night, Syracuse.